Hi everyone! Okay, so you'll all have to forgive me because this is the very first time I've ever used Periscope. I think I've gone on before and like watched a video or something, but I don't know how to comment. I don't know anything. Hi Dawn, so sweet. So I thought I would give you guys a craft room tour because it seems to be one of the most talked about things. I'm feeling a little awkward with this front camera right now, but in a minute I'm going to turn it around anyway and show you my craft room. So as you comment, I will kind of try to address the things that you're commenting on. If there's particular areas of interest that you are interested in and how I organize certain things, then let me know. Keep in mind, this is really casual. I will show you. I'm in my stretchy pants and dry fit shirt. I like to wear clothes that look like I work out, but I don't work out. So that's just kind of how I roll. So I'm just real comfortable. The kids are home. The hubby is home. The TV is on in the living room, and so you may hear some of that going on, but just wanted to let you know. Hi, Jeanette, how are you? I just wanted to let you guys know that in advance. This is going to be very casual, and like I said, if there's things that you want to see in particular, just let me know. So I'm going to flip it around now, and we're going to start by just scanning the craft room. And oh, cool, I can still see the comments. Very cool. So like I said, I've never done this before. So this is actually a bedroom in my house. It was designed for me to use as an office. So I am standing right in front of the closet here. So this is the furthest point. Hi, Christina's here. That's so sweet. So this is the furthest point back that I can get in my craft room, and I'm just going to do a quick scan here, just kind of a slow scan, and then I will go back and kind of address particular items in the craft room. So a lot of people tell me that this room looks really big on camera. It is really not that big. It is a 10 by 11 bedroom in my house. It actually happens to be on the opposite side of everybody's bedroom, so it's kind of nice. It's right off the kitchen. Christina, I keep my craft room this clean, I promise. I really do. I clean up afterwards. So this is kind of nice. It's right off the kitchen, and so when I'm in here working, I can actually be a part of what's going on in the living room to some extent, kind of hear what's going on in the kitchen and the living room and the family area where everybody's hanging out. So I kind of still feel connected to everybody when they're kind of roaming around the house, and everybody knows, my family knows that they're welcome in here. I actually have yes, I'm psychotic. I actually have two work areas of this table, and let's start with the craft table because I probably get the most questions on my craft room table. I'm kind of stepping out through the door frame. I'll kind of show you. I'm stepping out through the door frame so you guys can all see this. These are actually two, I believe they're called caseros, that's C-A-S-E-R-O-S, craft tables from World Market. And I've actually pushed them together, and at the suggestion of Jennifer McGuire, I went ahead and put the glass top over the top. So I'll show you here, if you can kind of see here, see that line? That is two tables pushed together. I chose to do this because when I designed my craft room, I really wanted to have the space for another friend to come in and craft with me, or for my children to come in and work on homework on the other side of the table. My husband, a lot of times in the summer, he's a teacher, so he'll come in and kind of sit at the opposite end while I'm working and kind of mess around on his laptop and stuff. But it's kind of nice. These shelves here are adjustable, and I keep, these are actually right here. Can you see my finger right here? Pre-made cards that I have stored. I really need to send those out. This month is the perfect month. If you haven't checked out Jennifer McGuire's Share Handmade Kindness Challenge, I highly encourage you to do that. I have some pre-made card parts in some of these. These are some magazines that I've Poop Brown. These are some magazines that I've actually been published in. I don't really seek that out as much as I used to because I'm busy with my blog and everything, but sometimes magazines do contact me and ask me for a submission, and every now and then I still do it. I do keep, you see my Big Shot, Big Kick? I don't know, gosh, I've been crafting for a long time. I always forget what it's called now. The Big Shot down there, I grab it when I'm filming. I film right there, so that's where I stand when I'm filming. And so I keep it right there so that I can grab it and bring it up onto my workspace. These are all my 6x6 paper pads here. So I just keep them in. I got this idea from Jennifer McGuire, so they're just kind of there. They're close at hand so that when I'm working right here, I can just grab something. And then this down here, I'll just show you real quick. This is kind of some of my newer stuff that I want to work with pretty soon. Stuff I want to try out. I just haven't had time yet. So that's all kind of there, all gathered for me. Is my computer in this room. Actually, I don't have a full-size computer. I use just a MacBook Pro. And when I'm using it, I usually set it up right here. So I don't use a, I'm laughing at your guys' comments. So if you're hearing the random laughter, it's from that. I don't have like a desktop computer or the full-size Mac, whatever they're called. What are they called when they're full-size? I don't know. I don't have one of those. I just use a show your filming setup. I can maybe do that at another time. I don't think I'll do that tonight. iMac, thank you, Jeanette. I don't have one of those. I just use a laptop and I do all of my video and film editing on that, and that's all that I use. So around the room, I have several of these white organizers on the wall. These are from Organize More, not this and not this, but these ink holders and the, I'm sorry if I'm making you guys sick, these organizers on the wall here, these are all from Organize More, and I even have some right behind me, and I'll kind of back up to the other side of the room here so you can see out there is my living room and the closet that I was standing in front of. So all of those organizers are from Organize More. I love them. I actually have a few more behind the door as well. And those are kind of some of my less used stuff. But I love them because the shelves are adjustable. And for me, when I buy things for my craft room, I have to have adjustable shelves because I constantly change the way I'm kind of doing things. And so, or if I want to rearrange things, I just think it makes it easier when shelves are adjustable. I wish I could come to your studio. So these, I get a lot of comments on these as well. And these are actually DVD towers. So I'm going to move kind of over here on the other side. This is the back side of my craft table here. So you can kind of see the full length of this. These are DVD towers from IKEA. They actually used to be called the Benno, B-E-N-N-O. And I think they discontinued that. And I think now that you can buy something very similar in the Billy line, which is what these bookshelves are over here. So those are the Billy bookshelves, and I have two just pushed together. And then these are the, I don't know if they're Bully. I thought it was Billy. Oh yeah, Billy. So these are what were originally the Bennos, but now I believe you can buy them in the Billy. And that's 4 of those just kind of pushed together. Now in these, I use these little World Market baskets, and I kick myself all the time because I only bought a certain number of these white baskets here, and they fit. This is weird because I think that the video has not caught up with me. I don't know what's happening. Okay, here we go. So they fit my stamp things, my stamp holders from Avery Elle or Ellen Hudson. They fit all those perfectly, and I actually store dies. You can see my dies down there, stamps, and that sort of thing. And these two are adjustable shelving. So I have adjusted these to hold my Copic markers, my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, and then these are my Tim Holtz Distress markers, which I really need to get out and show some love to. Also, I just kind of will change some of these things like the decor every now and then around. If I need more room, I can just pull some of this decor down. Oops, now I'm messing things up. I can kind of pull some of these things down and use it for more expansion. That is also one of my rules about craft room for me. I purge at least 1 or 2 times a year to get, you know, kind of some of the old stuff out and bring some new stuff in. When I purge, my rule is that I always have to be left with empty drawers and empty shelves that I can expand into. It just buys me a little bit more time between purges, and for me, that's just one of my rules. It's how I keep organized. It's how I stay kind of clutter-free, because to me, it's really important to have a clutter-free environment for me to walk into and create. That cleanness lends to my creativity for me. Now, I know that everybody is different and not everybody keeps their craft room like this. I'm probably a little on the OCD side, and that's okay. I'm willing to admit it. But every time that I'm done cleaning up, I go ahead or every time I'm done crafting, and I will guarantee you that this desk looks like a bomb went off when I'm crafting. But when I'm done, I put it all back. And part of being organized for me is knowing where everything goes and having a place for everything. And that means I can put it back when I'm done. So here is the Billy bookshelf here. And I'll show you this. I have my cardstock over there, you can see. Once again, I think this is something I got from Jennifer McGuire. It's very similar to what she does. I have it color coded. I have little tabs on the top. I have a video on YouTube about how I did this, but I have this all color coded, and so it's easy for me to grab. Once again, this sits really close to where I work at my workstation, so it's within, you know, a couple steps away. And I just have some other stuff kind of on here. I have some organization supplies down here, some watercolors. Dawn, I would love to come to Florida. And some albums. Actually, I will tell you, I'm going to be totally dead honest. These albums, completely decorative. Look, let's check it out. Nothing in them. I bought them with really great intentions, and we all know how that works out. So anyway, I have some envelopes over here and that sort of thing. And let's talk about this wall real quick. Once again, I have all of the Organize More ink holders over here. I actually have the wider ones. They make a narrower one now for Hero Arts, Simon Says Stamp, those sorts of inks. You see how these are a little bit wide? These were originally designed for Stampin' Up! Ink pads. I have some of those left. I don't use them very often, and it's probably time for me to let those go. But because these sat directly next to each other, I decided that they should all be the same size, and so I went ahead and bought the wider ones. It still works for the Hero Arts, the Ranger, the Lawn Fawn, all of them, it still works. They're just a little bit wide, so you can kind of see how that works out. Here are my cute little kitties. These are old. Once upon a time, I used to make scrapbook pages. And so I have one of each of the kids up here and then one of them together. These are super old pictures. I think I made these when I was designing for Lifestyle Crafts several years ago. And so those have a lot of Lifestyle Crafts products in them. Oh, my battery's dying. I'm gonna have to close out soon. These cubes, I get a lot of questions on these because I think people think there's something fancy. They're really not. They are just the Michaels cubes here. And I keep things like, I'll show you, extra adhesives. I have some tools in this one. I keep some of my inks and stuff up here, some of the little ones, but I do have a separate thing for like my distress inks, and those are down here. And then I have this whole drawer. Let's see if I can grab the right one. Oh, these are coloring mediums, so my Prismacolor pencils are in here. I have my Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolors in here, as well as some palettes and stuff like that. So those are coloring mediums. And then here I have my whole drawer of sequins. My husband, hello Doc JBW, that is my husband asking who put them all together. He put them all together because he loves me very much. So thank you for that, babe. I love you. I do keep this sewing machine here. I keep gold thread in it at all times. You all know how I love my gold. Every now and then I will change it to white or silver, but most of the time it's threaded with gold. And then of course I have my Vagabond here. I do have some other things over here, like some tulle. I use this for wrapping presents. It makes the most amazing bows for the top of presents. And then it's probably time for me to part with mine too, Christina. I mean, I'm being real honest. I don't know why I'm having a hard time letting them go. See? Dawn's the same way. She's sentimental. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of everything. So I've been trying to read your guys' comments along the way and trying to answer a few things every now and then. But I want to kind of open it up now and just say, is there anything in particular that you want to see more up close? Do you have a question about anything? That, yes, Stampin' Up! Was the gateway drug. You're right. Is there anything you want to see up close? Is there anything that you want to know where it's from? Or, you know, have questions about anything? I know somebody asked about my film setup, and I will probably do that in another video. If you actually go on my Instagram, I have a picture of my film setup somewhere along the way. It's basically just a tripod, and it sits right over this area here. It points straight down, and that's how I film. So anyway, in a haul video. You know what? I am not a big haul video person. Oh, how do I store my most used tools? The Michaels drawers, are they? Yes, the cubes on top here are Michaels. Those are the shallow drawers. Those are also from Michaels. I was saying, I'm not really that into hauls. I feel a little braggy when I do them, so it's awkward for me. So I don't really do them. Every now and then when there's a release, I wanted to show you under here because I keep my Raskog under here, and I'll show you that. Every now and then when I get a full release, I will show you all of those. But I'm just not a big haul video person. This is my Raskog. I store it under the desk to keep it out of the way. When I'm working, it comes out and sits right where that chair is. The chair usually either gets pushed under the table completely because it adjusts down, or I just kind of push it out of the way. Sometimes I sit, sometimes I stand. Most of the time, I'm barefoot, just like I am now. And so this is where I keep my most used tools, and this keeps them close at hand for me. You can see my trimmer is down there. I have some scrap paper and some foam down there, the fun foam. I have my pre-cut Neenah 80-pound, 110-pound, and that is pre-cut watercolor paper. This is pre-cut for horizontal or side fold cards here. This is Neenah 110 pounds, so this is cut to 5.5 by 8.5. Keep my ATG here. I have my roll of foam adhesive, my scoreboard. I have my cut up craft mats. That's what works best for me. And then I keep my most used adhesives right here, so you can see those. Some stamp blocks, and once again, some more of my most used adhesives. And then, of course, just a little thing of my Pretty Pink Push Sparkling Clear Sequins, because I use them on almost everything. Now, these are the absorbers that I use to clean my stamps now. I use them all the time. Will I be... Oh, I don't know if I will be posting this video on YouTube. I don't know how long I've rambled on for. So this is kind of where all my most used tools are. I also will show you the back side of my table here because I do keep some stuff here. I have command hooks on the side of my desk here that I keep some stuff that I use. That's my ink swatch book there. Yes, it always is this clean, Marley. I do clean up after every time that I craft. So, because that's important to me. I wanted to show you, I have some more little like Rubbermaid drawers right here. There's my mink and stuff like that. Those sit on the back side of my craft table. That just, oh, this is a preview of tomorrow's card video. You may want to check that out on YouTube. But this kind of is some stuff that I don't maybe use as often, but that I need. My battery's about to die too, Christina. But I might need. So I keep it kind of at hand. I put it on the back side because to me it looks a little cluttery. So I like to hide the clutter. I do still have my Cricut over there. It sits back there and hides from the world. I have not used it in forever. I did say, Erin, I'm sorry, where I got my table. It's a Caseros table from World Market. It is actually two of them put together. So that will be on there. Earlier I talked more in depth about it. So there it is. Any more specific questions that you guys might have? These are also some more of my most used tools, so I keep those out right on my desk where I can get to them. And then some washies. No problem, Erin. Does anybody else have any more specific questions? This is kind of fun. I haven't done Periscope before, and quite honestly, it was easier than I thought it would be. Thank you so much. I love your room. Thank you, Panda. I appreciate you all stopping by. I had a great time chatting with you. I think I'm gonna shut this down. I am Carissa Wiley on all forums. So YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, those tables are discontinued. So I am Carissa Wiley on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. You can always find me under Carissa Wiley. And then my blog, of course, is sprinkledwithglitter.com. So you can find me there. No problem, Marianne. I believe that Pottery Barn or Pier 1 makes something very similar to this. So if you guys are interested in that, you can kind of check that out. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and I will check in with you soon, and maybe we'll find something else interesting to talk about. So until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.